Alright folks, so here's 1250 points of my Ultramarines. Hasn't changed too much since the last time I used them. I was still working on them. I should have a Storm Talon and my command squad done within the next 2 days, so you'll see a bit of variety when I start to use these guys over the next few weeks. But we're just doing another Batrep with them, so it'll be fun. I got my captain with a relic blade, plasma pistol, artificer armor, and digital weapons. I got Dreadnought with a assault cannon. He's not venerable. He has a heavy flamer instead of the storm bolter. Thought that might be useful just to see how that worked. Then I got my Stern Guard squad. I got 5 of them with 3 combi meltas, 2 meltas inside of a drop pod. Then I brought 10 tactical marines. The sergeant has a combi plasma. I have a plasma rifle and a missile launcher in that squad. They're inside a Razorback with twin link glass cannon. The storm bolter is not actually on it. It's just there for aesthetics. And I have another tactical squad inside of a drop pod with a combi melta on the sergeant. He doesn't actually have the sword. I didn't have the points for it. And both sergeants, excuse me, in these units are veterans. And he has a melta in his squad as well as a missile launcher. Pretty sure, I think I gave him melta bombs. I'd have to double check, but I can't remember. Then I have my assault marines. Sergeant has a power axe with a plasma pistol, melta bombs, and a flamer. And then lastly, we have a predator with 2 las cannon sponsons, a twin link las cannon, and that's it. So that's 1250 points of Ultramarines. Oh, my warlord trait, he got the, I rolled personal just because I had really bad luck when I rolled in strategic last time. I thought it'd be fun to actually roll a different table. I got the fearless and it will not die, so hopefully that'll come into play. So 1250 points of Ultramarines. We're playing Crusade. Corey has the first turn, and we'll see if I can steal, and we'll look at the deployment in a moment.
Hello, we have a 1250 point battle report between Eldar and Tyler's new Marines. This is just a pure Eldar list. It's kind of some fun stuff. So for my HQs, I have an Avatar, and he has Fast Shot, and a Farseer here, who has the Mantle of the Laughing God and a jet bike. A blob of 19 Guardians, and there is one Brightlands there, sorry, and a unit of 8 Dire Avengers in a Serpent, another unit of 8 in a Serpent, and both Serpents have scatter lasers and hollow fields and shuriken cannons, and a Night Spinner with a hollow field. And a unit of 6 Swooping Hawks. So that's 1250 points of Eldar.
Alright folks, so we've gone ahead and deployed here. I got my Ultramarines defending the Imperial bunker right here with the Assault Squad and Dreadnought up ahead. I did combat both of my Tactical Marines. In here we got the Razorback with the Captain and Plasma Sergeant in there with the Predator there. The other Tactical Squad is right here. You see them, they're down there. And opposing us we have the Eldar over here, so you can see them formed up this way to start making their advance, led by the Avatar and the Farseer up there. So I'm going to try and steal the initiative, see if I can have my drop pod assault happen. So hopefully I get really lucky here. I do!
No way. Crazy.
Alright, so moving into Ultramarines turn 1. Ultramarines turn 1. The Stern Guard came in and managed to actually blow up the wave, or wreck the Wave Serpent. Dire Avengers came out, they're fearless to the Avatar, who was right up here. I did kill one with the Storm Bolter. Other than that, everyone just kind of advanced forward. The Predator fired at the Night Spinner and failed to do anything. He didn't jink either, he took the risk. And then the Razorback up there just popped smoke. And that was it for Ultramarines turn 1.
Alright, end of Eldar turn 1. So we retaliated a little bit. Cleared out this area, took everything though, all of the shooting. The The Avatar walked up here, then used battle focus, shot into the drop pod that was right there. He has fast shots, so he got one hit and got a pen, and then blew it up. Had the +3 open top and AP2, so or +2, and he ran forward into the cover of that little piece right there. The Dire Avengers, who were piled out right here, climbed on top of the Wave Serpent and shot into the veterans right there. I think they took out maybe one or two, perhaps. And these guys, they shot their Bright Lances into the drop pod, but they didn't do anything. They got 2 hits, but couldn't get anything through. The Night Spinner shot into the veterans when there was 3 left and scattered 12 inches over that way, or actually 8. And the Wave Serpent was used to finish off. These guys had to pop the shield and to finish them off, but I didn't want them melted around, even though the Avatar kind of ignores that. I forgot to mention before, the Farseer, he rolled for on telepathy for powers. I rolled Shrouded, Mental Fortitude, Terrify, and Psychic Shriek. So he used Psychic Shriek on the veterans, but he failed to get anything off, and I also used Shrouded. So all these guys around here are getting Shrouded right now. That's kind of nice. But yeah, end of Elder turn 1.
So end of Ultramarines turn 2. I used my Assault Doctrine. These guys here, I shot into the Dire Avengers and killed off a few just because I wanted to soften up the Overwatch because the charge distance would change by 1 inch. But he rolled good on Overwatch, killed the guy, and I rolled a 7 for my charge distance. Re-rolled the 1 because I had Fleet because of the Tactical Doctrine, and rolled another 1, so I was short by 1 inch. Sucked, but that's alright. Over here, these guys dropped in. The Melta Squad tried to kill the Farseer, get a lucky shot because the Shroud was just giving everyone a 2-up, so there's no point in even firing at vehicles. But this squad here, like champs, he chose not to jank with the Wave Serpent. I snapshot the crack missile, hit, rolled the 6 to 10, and blew up the scatter laser. Yeah, that was pretty wild. And I dropped the Avatar down to 2 wounds, so slowly but surely we'll take him down, because if we can get rid of him, then the next guy we're all set. So moving into Eldar turn 2.
So end of Eldar turn 2. So to start off the moving, the Wave Serpent came down and let it out the Dire Avengers there. They unloaded into a unit of Marines who were back there. And I didn't do that great on shooting. He only made, I think they killed 2 guys. The Wave Serpent then shot its shield and the Shuriken Catapult into the unit, and they killed, I think, 2 guys. And then the Night Spinner here used the Torrent and was able to hit all these guys and 2 of those guys in that unit. Sorry, 2 of those guys. So the Night Spinner actually was one who killed a guy back there, I think. No? I don't know. Yeah, anyway. The Night Spinner didn't do anything. He killed 1 guy in there. That's actually what happened. These guys just moved through cover up here. The 2 Bright Lances got a line of sight through here to the Dreadnought, and they both fired into the Dreadnought, and 1 shot got through, and he's now snap shooting, and 1 hull point taken off. The Farseer successfully casted Shrouding, so right now I got a few units in that little bubble. And I tried to cast Psychic Shriek on this unit of Marines back here, but I failed to snap shoot, and get them. These Dire Avengers used Battle Focus, got a pretty poor roll trying to get up into that cover, and ran over, shot into the Assault Marines there, and were unable to do anything to them actually. The Avatar moved through cover here, and I decided to just leave the Marines. I didn't want to shoot at them in case I didn't make the charge, so he made the charge in, and out of 7 attacks, he only got 2 wounds in, so he only killed 2 guys. And he actually whipped all his attacks back, so the Avatar only has 1 wound left, and he didn't make any of his attacks back. The Swooping Hawks over here, just a horror story. They dropped in and dropped their bomb on top of that unit right there, and failed to kill anyone. The only guy they can see is this Marine standing up there, the 1 guy. So because of that, I had to pick them as a target to shoot at, and I couldn't use Haywire to shoot at this Predator right here. So they were just a sad mess. So that's everything for Elder turn 2. So on to Space Marines, Ultramarines turn 3.
So end of Ultramarines turn 3. Quite a bit of good on this turn. I looked it up this way. The tactical squads took out the Wave Serpent. This Night Spinner right there jinked from the Razorback firing into the rear, so it's useless for a turn. The Assault Marines moved up, cleared out a lot of the Guardians with shooting, charged in. The Guardians rolled nuts and killed off 2 of the Assault Marines. The Captain sliced one up, so he's still there. The Dreadnought made an 11-inch charge, so he's in there tying these guys up. And in the back here, these Marines killed the Swooping Hawks right down to a man. And up here, my Captain continues to whiff, as he didn't hit once with this Avatar with 1 wound, and the Avatar is now fighting the Captain. So moving into Eldar, turn 3.
Alright, so end of Eldar, turn 3. I moved the Farseer back here to try and deal with this unit, and he did pretty well. He has this guy tied up in combat, killed the other guys in combat. This snapshot into that unit, the Night Spinner there, and he didn't get any hits. This unit of Dire Avengers, actually, they battle focused up here and only got 1 inch and 1 inch as well on the reroll for fleet. So they had some McDs in that wave surfing or something like that. They're a little slow. But they shot into this unit, and I think they killed 2 guys maybe. And yeah, this guy's just left alone, just hanging out. It's probably going to cause some trouble this turn. But I also actually got Mental Fortitude off onto the Dire Avengers, so they're not going to be running away at any point. These Dire Avengers up here are still locked in combat. They pass their morale, but obviously they can't do anything to him. I'm just kind of like trying to hold him there for the time being until I can really deal with him. This whole thing right here, he killed 2 of my Guardians. My Guardians kind of rolled terribly on the attacks. Got 1 wound in, but he made his damn 3 up. And over here, the Avatar went in, sliced up his little bodyguard routine there, and brought him down to 1 wound. And then he finally killed the Avatar, who only had 1 wound going into the combat. But that was a pretty cool battle there, so fun stuff. And I think that was it. So on to Ultramarines turn 4.
End of Ultramarines turn 4. I killed 1 more guy at the Dreadnought here. The Captain joined the combat up here, killing off 1 guy, and also gained a wound back with it, will not die. And no casualties suffered on the Ultramarine side there. Over this way, the Farseer hit and run, didn't kill anyone with that combat. The Sergeant ran in behind the ruins to hide from the Avengers. And the other lone Marine tried to take out the Night Spinner, but it is jinking due to the Razorback hiding right up there. So he failed to do anything, so moving into Eldar, turn 4.
Alright, so end of Eldar, turn 4. The Farseer moved over here, cast Mental Fortitude on these Guardians here. So they're fearless, and he killed the last Marine, the Sergeant guy with the Malta. I think he had Malta, I don't know. And these Dire Avengers, they moved up, shot into the last Marine here, and then they're running up onto that objective. The combat here, I didn't put any wounds into his Sergeant, and his Sergeant killed 2 of my guys. And then the Assault Marine there killed another 1 of my guys. Over here, the Dreadnought killed 1 more Dire Avenger. And that was it. So on to Ultramarine turn 5.
So end of Ultramarines turn 5. The combats are finally over. The Dreadnought's coming out to clear the Dire Avengers there. The Predator and Razorback fired at the Night Spinner, and he jinked, so let's reduce the shooting again. And the Sergeant and Captain cleared off the combat, so they're ready to move forward. So moving to Eldar turn 5.
Alright, so Eldar turn 4. One good thing happened here. First off, he moved back here, immobilized, so he's just a sitting duck now. Unfortunately, can't get an objective or anything. He, into the second phase, I rolled a 1 for powers, and then I used a second shriek on the Captain here. I got 4 wounds, and then he failed his 2 invul saves to take him down to 0 wounds. And then I was going to assault him, and with the Farseer, I needed an 8 to get in, and I rolled a 7. So that was rough, unfortunately. And the Dire Avengers just kind of moved back, so I can still run up next turn, but they're not in heavy flame range from the Dreadnought there. So on to Ultramarines turn 5.
Folks, so it's the end of the game here. We're just going to call it. It did go into turn 6, but I assaulted him with his Farseer, and he failed the hit and run, so that's pretty much it. And the Dreadnought came back, killed all of these guys with help of the drop pods, so that was it for this game. It's actually a pretty tight game, just a little bit of bad rolling. The Assault Sergeant up there, an absolute king. He did not die.
Yeah, he made like 403 upstairs.
Yeah, so that was pretty legendary of him. Kind of wish the captain survived though, but would have been pretty cool to see the captain live.
Shrieking out of air.
Yeah.
Out the bunker.
So yeah, Fires here got revenge on the Avatar, or for the Avatar.
Avatar just went rage and then coming back, killed all the Marines.
Alright, so thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more Ultramarine Batreps, and definitely more Tyranids, Eldar, Astra, and Tau.